Hello everyone. Today I will be discussing this wonderful TED Talk that I just watched by Michael Cho. In this TED Talk, he covers the science of stage fright and how you would be able to overcome it. Michael Cho shows a really nice perspective that I have not seen that is very informative and visual all at the same time. He suggests that some of the solutions would be looking at the perspective. He goes on to say that this is not all in your head. Many times people think that it is in your head and it is something to do mentally, where if you clear your mind and just let it all out, you'll be fine. But he goes on to explain how that is not the case. And he also mentions that practice is very important to be able to combat stage fright. Practice is very, very important. And one thing that really intrigued me was when he mentioned John Lennon, excuse me, where he said that John Lennon would vomit every time before performing. Every time. And he's done probably over 1,000 performances, which really just boggles my mind and shows you that no matter who you are, you will have stage fright, and you need to be able to combat it. Practicing also helps to understand what you are saying with confidence. Another fact that I really liked that he mentioned was talking about Steve Jobs and how he practiced and rehearsed for over 100 hours. This just showed the time and practice that you need to be able to dedicate to be able to be confident in what you're saying. Personally, one time that I experienced this was when I was in junior high, when I was in the choir. I had a solo audition coming, and I practiced as much as I could, but I never practiced in front of an audience. I practiced by myself in my room or downstairs in the garage. And we were performing in the Shoreline Amphitheater in Mountain View. And I was nervous, and my legs were sweating, and I was sweating, and my legs were shaking, and I just was stuck. I couldn't move. I was just stuck where I was standing, couldn't move, couldn't do anything. And took so long to overthink it, and that I ended up freezing when the actual spotlight came my way. I just froze. The person next to me actually whispered, "Take a deep breath." So I took a deep breath. I took a deep breath, and that's when I had the courage and confidence to be able to sing. And that really shows that sometimes all it takes is a small little boost of confidence from the people around you. Now, connecting this to what we learned in our class, one concept from chapter 2 that is relatable to the message in the TED Talk would be from the PowerPoint. On slide 8, it mentions on how to build your confidence and how you are able to connect this and practice, 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 practice. And that is something similar to what Michael Cho talks about. And another thing that I personally now do is when I perform, I take a deep breath and I stretch. I stretch just like this. Stretch all around, just like that. This helps me to be able to open my vocals and be able to sing. Another stress reducing strategy that I do is to try to keep my eyes moving. So I work with my audience, I use my hands, and I make sure if I'm not singing or if I'm singing, I show the emotion that I am trying to convey to the audience. And this helps to overcome that barrier of stage fright. I was also very happy to be able to see that the speaker was able to use key vocabulary in the science behind stage fright. He talked about the whole process where your hypothalamus triggers the pituitary gland, which then secretes the ACTH, and as a result, your adrenaline, uh, this shoots adrenaline through your adrenal glands. Your blood pressure, as a result, also rises, and your pupils dilate, where things that are far away seem clear, and things that are really close are very blurry. Overall, I like that he was able to incorporate scientific words and knowledge and be able to teach us visually. Overall, this TED Talk was very educational. Thank you.